let's...
Okay.
All right.
It's a pretty simple set.
Okay.
I have nothing. Hall of Fame behind you.
Totally fine.
I ordered a
gavel?
Yeah, that. And it's not coming till Monday.
That's okay. Are you like the judge? Judge Annette?
I want to be, but I can't.
Oh my god!
I can't
Okay.
play that right now because I don't have it.
Judge Judy parody, Judge Annette. That should be your next film idea.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Play with that. So sorry that I don't have that. It would have been brilliant, but we have a Coke, we have coffee. Let's get this shit rolling. I have here my first guest from San Jose. Just kidding. I have had people come from all sorts of places in California. Welcome to the Grind Podcast. I have here
Rhea Kapoor. My name is Rhea Kapoor. I am I'm a stand-up.
I like your last name. How do you pronounce it?
Kapoor.
Kapoor.
Rhea Kapoor.
Rhea Kapoor.
If you forget, it's like diarrhea kapoo. When
she's a comedian. You guys.
Yeah, I do stand up. I'm a lot of things. I'm a writer. I'm a comedian. I'm a almost amateur professional filmmaker. I do lots of things.
Filmmaker.
I'm a bad filmmaker though.
What are you? Are you a director, producer? You said you write, so you write.
Yeah,
okay.
so I primarily, screenwriting is like my big shtick. But producing is what gets me paid a little, even though I hate doing it, so I will produce.
Well, you're already a step above me because I self-proclaim to be the best producer. I have yet to get paid for it, though.
It's gonna happen. It's 2025. It's the year of Jeanette getting paid. Give her gigs, everybody. Yeah.
No, don't get gigs.
So
I'd rather work with people
on your own.
Not necessarily.
Or like
I want to build
your own.
Yeah, I want to build my indie network and films for myself. I feel like I unfortunately have been called in a leadership position.
Nice, yeah, we love that. I was actually.
But why do you hate producing?
It's just a lot of work for not a lot of reward. Mm-hmm. And I think I'm more of, I like being on the creative side, which I feel like producing, yeah, you're involved, but you're also like in charge of so many people.
Well, I write the scripts.
Yeah.
I produce the scripts, direct. So I do all of it. I do the front and the back.
Yeah. That's
a lot.
It's so much. Yeah. And like I was telling someone the other day, it is so hard to make a bad film. I can't even imagine how much harder it is to make a film that you feel is quote unquote good or like that you're proud of.
You said it's hard to make a bad film?
It's hard to make any film. But like I've made films and I'm like that I've written, produced, and directed, and I look at it at the end and I'm like, wow, this is not
because
great.
I could go back to my film channel and the stuff I made when I first started. That shit's cringe.
But we worked so hard, and it felt like we were killing ourselves to make this.
After all, like, you know, from when I started to now, I know the difference, and you know, all this stuff. I can tell you specifically what I was going through, what the cast was going through, what the crew was going through, the days. Was it raining? Was it not? It's like a personal diary. Every project I make. Yeah.
How long have you been filmmaking?
About 4 years.
Okay.
And every year I want to commit suicide, and I say I want to quit, and I'm still here. It doesn't hurt any less.
Yeah.
But before we go into that, you said, okay, so I want to know specifically the part that you hate about producing. What is it that your least favorite thing about producing is like? I don't want to be a producer because I have to do this. What is it? Like getting the permits? Is it casting? Is it
permits?
Is it
never got permits? No. Sometimes I like fake a signature, but
I almost got arrested last film because we didn't get a permit.
Oh,
We won't talk about that.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry. So what is the worst part?
I think the worst part of producing is just being in charge. I don't like it. I feel like it's such a... I think it's just not for me.
Right. Is it the whole, I'm 10 minutes late, oh, my dog died, oh, I can't make it on set, or, you text these people, they don't even respond to you kind of thing?
Yeah, and just, like, it's not... It's so much...
Are you too nice, or are you too mean?
I think I'm a control freak.
Oh, God.
And people don't listen to me. And it's like, I can't produce if you're gonna be a shithead. But I will if you pay me.
Wait, are you one of those people that has to micromanage everybody on set? Because I don't want to work with you.
No, but I'm definitely, like, I try to stick to this. I try to plan as much ahead of time, so when things inevitably mess up on set. But like I was working on this music video shoot, and I was the producer, and I kept...
I guess it was a rapper.
No, it was actually a children's hip-hop collective. I don't know. They're really awesome. Okay. Shout out Alphabet Rockers. They actually won the Grammy for Children's Album of the Year in 2024.
Nice.
Which I thought was pretty cool. And it's like...
and you work with these kids?
Yeah, they're like 15, 16.
Teenagers.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah. No, they were actually like super...
I am against working with minors. For my own...
Is that like legally mandated or a personal choice?
A personal choice.
Okay, that makes sense.
Even though we had a minor on our last set. No regrets.
Did it work out okay?
Yeah, because the cameraman, that was his kid, so we had to make it work.
Yeah. So, the first project I worked on, I was 16. So I was technically
Back it up, okay? You haven't even finished introducing yourself.
Oh, I'm Ray Kapoor. I have ADHD.
Just like this podcast.
Yeah, so there's gonna be a lot of looping, circling back.
But you can't control that.
I can't.
You said you were a control freak, so how is...
So that's why I can't be a producer, because I don't want to be a control freak.
You don't have to be a control freak to be a producer. I'm actually a laid-back producer.
Okay, that's cool. I love that. I love that for you.
Yeah.
I'm introducing myself.
Yeah.
Okay, so I write, I act, not as much anymore, but I used to. I produce, I direct occasionally, and
Well, the thing that made me like you.
Yeah, what made you like me, Jeanette?
And this goes back and forth, circling around, but sorry to interrupt you, but
no, please
we look similar. We're female. We're kind of funny, and you don't see us in Hollywood.
Did you just say I'm kind of funny?
I am kind of funny.
Okay.
I don't know about you. I never seen you on stand-up.
Yeah, but you really wanted me on your podcast, so I think you think I'm a little funny, or it was just because I look like you we're not represented in society.
That's in the industry.
In the industry, yes.
So I'm like, this is an opportunity for me to branch out to another female, which is hard for me to do.
Yeah, you hate women.
I don't hate women. I just have a hard time understanding myself in other women.
I'm trying to get laid by any women. It's not working. I'm a lesbian.
Whoa!
I'm not flirting with Jeanette. I'm flirting with your 12 subscribers. Which is gonna be 13.
You just confessed.
To being a lesbian?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, was it a secret?
No, but that was too soon. I wasn't ready.
Oh, I'm sorry. Should we roll? That was it back?
A little too soon.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jeanette.
Fuck.
Are you homophobic?
Offended? No.
This is gonna turn into Rhea cancels Jeanette.
It's just it's a lot to start with.
Yeah.
First of all, I haven't met many lesbians.
Well,
and if I have, they don't normally come up to me and say I'm a lesbian or I like women. We just kind of, I'm just trying to establish a direct connection with the person when they're in front of me. Like, hi, I'm Jeanette, and that's it.
I'm Rhea.
And you're a lesbian.
Yeah, I'm.
That's where we're at now.
I'm a lesbian with ADHD. So a lot of my comedy is about my identity. So like going back to like not seeing ourselves represented in the industry and in the media not seeing ourselves reflected in media.
So I may look a lesbian.
No, I
am not a lesbian.
She's not a lesbian. Because if you were a lesbian, you would be all over me.
This is a big struggle for me because my identity has been constantly questioned. I have had short hair. I have bust off my hair. I have very dominant male traits as a female. So people think I'm a lesbian.
Can I just say, you do not give me lesbian vibes? Does that make you feel better?
No, because it doesn't mean anything.
You're right.
Because I can still be a lesbian.
Yeah.
Even if I don't give off a lesbian vibe. So when did you discover you were a lesbian?
I came out officially when, like, the summer before 9th grade.
9th grade.
Which is not a great time to come out, but I think I was.
So wait, you were already in 9th grade or before you?
It was the summer between 8th and 9th grade, and I came out in a very cringy Instagram post, and it was.
Middle school was rough for everybody.
It was.
It was my worst years.
It is, and it still haunts me.
Middle school?
I think just school in general.
High school was good for me though.
Okay,
high school was good for me.
High school was not good for me. I went to like 4 different high schools in 2 years, and then I ended up.
Were you a social outcast, or did you fit in pretty well?
I had a lot of mental health and mental illness problems in high school. So I was in and out of psychiatric hospitals for a good minute. So I wasn't at school very often.
So mental problems, you would say, or
mental illness.
Can you go
mental
a little
health.
bit into that a little bit?
Yeah, no, of course. I also talk about this on stage a lot. I talk about having ADHD and borderline personality disorder, as well as growing up in and out of psychiatric hospitals.
When was your first to visit, or?
I was 14. Maybe, I don't know if that coincides with me coming out on Instagram, but I don't think it does. But yeah, I was 14 the first time I went, and I was 20 the last time I went. So it's been 5 years. That's good. So I had 17 psychiatric hospitalizations in 6 years.
Damn.
Yeah, damn. And I think a lot of me was just angry, and I was frustrated.
So would you say we're lucky that you're alive? And talking to me currently.
Yeah, sure. I would say lucky that I'm very unsuccessful at things. Because
I've had a stunt actress sit here and tell me that she damn near died. Yeah, and she's a stunt person, and she died almost died in a car crash. So, yeah. Pretty savage.
Yeah.
So I haven't really dealt with a lot of mental health stuff, either myself or family members.
Don't worry, it'll happen.
No, it's in a Mexican culture, mental health is kind of a forbidden conversation where they're like, oh, only crazy people go to psychology or get therapists and stuff like that. So it has a negative stigma already in society. So
And I can definitely relate with South Asian culture, but I think I've like traumatized my parents so much that they're just like, okay, as long as
Indian?
Yeah, I'm Indian,
Okay.
which is
Okay.
South Asian.
Gotcha.
But I think I've like traumatized my parents so much that they're like, okay, we do need therapy, and we aren't gonna yell at you to go to college as long as you don't do drugs and don't kill yourself. But in a lot of my comedy and film, just like any work that I do, I like trying to create realistic portrayals of like mental health and mental illness because,
And here's the thing, I had somebody tell me the other day, I was commenting on YouTube, and for some reason, I don't know if what I said to them triggered them or if they're just trying to be funny with me, but it was not funny at all. They're like, oh, I'm gonna go kill myself, and I'm just like, oh, that's not funny.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I had somebody else, like, threaten to commit suicide, like, that was participating in one of my sets, and I'm just like, that's like the number one thing that you tell me that I'm just gonna stay away from.
Yeah, that definitely makes sense. I also think there's like a time and place for like if you were my friend and you were like I have friends that like we make jokes like, oh my god, I'm gonna kill myself, but we know we're not serious. But like a YouTube comment from a stranger, you really don't know if like, are they joking? Are they being truthful? And just like, I don't know. It's a really hard.
So, you said at the age of 14, that's kind of where you had the first visit. Well, what made you have that episode or that triggering to lead you?
I actually had just finished a group therapy session, and the therapist, shout out Carlos, it was like a teen group therapy thing, and he was like, oh, it gets better, or something, it was very minimizing of like, which it was very true, but it also felt very minimizing at the moment, which, really frustrated me. So I went home and I took, I think, like 20 Aleve and 40 ibuprofen.
Holy shit.
And I texted one of the girls from group therapy, and who I had a crush on. I was a freshman, she was a senior. I used to call her Senior Hottie. But
she was a senior.
Yeah, she was really hot. And
when did you figure out you like girls?
Do you have ADHD too?
Well,
I was also 14. Well, I was 14 when it came out, but I knew
that
like
all of
11.
this is kind of relevant.
Yeah.
And
11.
I don't want to miss the question if I don't ask it. I tend to do that. So maybe I do have ADHD, but
I'm contagious. So
don't. No, I did that with all my other episodes.
Okay. Sweet. So yeah.
The other one's very unhinged. The previous one for you, I don't think you'll be able to top. But the confession at the start.
I'm refraining myself.
The confession at the start was already.
Okay, so I texted this girl and I was like, oh, I took 20 Aleve. I was like, she's not gonna do anything. And my parents were in the front room, so I took off my pants. And
you were in your room.
I was in the living room. They were in a different room, but it was
close by. You took off your pants in the living room.
Yeah, I took off my pants, I put on a blanket, and I watched Malcolm in the Middle until I passed out. Love that. I love sitcoms. We can circle back to that at the end. So then, like, I passed out, and the next thing I remember is I'm, like, kicking my mom because she's trying to put pants on me, and she's like, the ambulance is coming. So I think
well, because of your 20 pills.
Yeah, even though I actually took 60. So the girl, Senior Hottie told her mom, who called Kaiser, who called 911, and my parents, and then my parents called 911. So it was like 3 cop cars, a fire truck, and like 2 ambulances showed up. And I was fucking out of it. I was like, well, what's going on? I was like...
pills, I don't think you'll be able to function. That's crazy.
So yeah.
Why didn't you go for 100?
It's a lot. It's hard. It doesn't taste good. Like, you don't go 1 at a time. You have to do like 10 at a time.
I never thought about this, but
this is not an instruction manual. Obviously, if it was an instruction manual, don't follow it because I didn't succeed.
If you wouldn't have ended up in the hospital, would you have died that day?
I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
But we're here.
We're here. I'm queer. Jeanette's not.
Yeah, no. No, I'm not.
So yeah, that was the first time. I talk a lot about, like, mental health on stage and just, like...
And your gayness, clearly.
Yeah!
Well.
I mean, I brought it up twice. That's a lot,
So tell me something about yourself that people don't know.
Wow.
You practically already came out. I mean, what else?
I feel like I'm a pretty open book and people know most things about me. But I also know that's like a defense mechanism for me to be like, oh, let me share everything that's ever happened to me so I don't have to tell you about my real feelings.
I'm the opposite.
Yeah.
I'm more of, you don't know me. You don't know me.
Yeah. I think for so long I felt so much shame around, like, being mentally ill or being gay or being, like,
those are all hard things in society.
Yeah, they are. And I think as a young girl, it really affected me. So now, like, I really like making art for if there's people out there who are like me and who are struggling. Just knowing that it's okay to talk about.
Do you think you're funny because of your pain?
I think I'm funnier because of my pain, but I don't know, like, like funny. But like, I wrote a sitcom pilot, which is a mockumentary style sitcom about group therapy. Mm-hmm. So that was kind of like a culmination of just like the experiences I had. A lot of my comedy and a lot of my art that I like to do is, like, I like to be so outrageous that people can't tell if I'm what's truth from fiction. So everything I've said so far is true, but if you see me on stage or in something I've written,
so it makes me believe that it's not true because you just said everything is true.
Well, yeah, but I guess this is like a podcast and not like a piece of art that I'm, like, creating.
A podcast is a piece of art.
I mean, it's a piece of art you're creating.
We're both creating.
Yeah.
If you weren't here, I wouldn't be doing this.
You wouldn't be talking to cameraman Jason?
No. Cameraman Jason wouldn't be here if I didn't have you.
Wow, it's all about... You're right. We're creating art. I'm sorry.
A podcast is art.
A podcast is art that I don't have the attention span
to watch
or listen to. I've only listened to podcasts episodes that I've been on, which
you're probably when you're showering, when you're taking a shit, when you're trying to fall asleep, when you're trying to clean and you need something to listen to. That's when you listen to a podcast, or you have a really long trip to go to. But I think the society has come more receptive to podcasts.
Yeah.
Believe it or not. I think Donald Trump won his election because he went on Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
And other popular podcast people. Would I listen to me? No, because I'm not providing, like, facts and, like, actual...
So you want fact. Like, what do you, like, you're listening to a podcast, what's your ideal podcast?
My ideal podcast? Wait, I'm the host.
Oh,
you're the
sorry.
guest.
Sorry.
I ask you questions, not me.
Okay, I'm ready.
So you didn't answer the question.
What was the question?
I asked you. What is it that people don't know about you?
Oh.
You said you're an open book, but you never answered the damn question.
You're right. What do people not know about me? I feel like you should have given me this question beforehand so I could think about it.
Then it'll be fake.
I thought you just were like, oh, you're fake. Okay.
Whoa. You're accusing me of calling you fake. I have never called you fake.
Not yet.
Never.
Yeah.
I don't call you.
You can call me fake.
No, fake is bad.
Okay. Something someone might not know about me is that I used to have a Tumblr and the title was Fake and Gay. And now people use fake and gay as like party names. I'm not saying like I invented that, but I definitely was ahead of the curve.
Now that you mention it,
yeah,
I've been hurt by a lot of gay people that were fake.
Yeah, Is it gay men or gay women?
Gay men.
Yeah, that's on. Yeah.
So how are you gonna fix my trauma?
I am going to not fix your trauma.
First of all, you can fix it by putting on this beanie to represent this podcast.
Okay.
And take your silver Be Somebody beanie off.
Oh, I feel like, oh no, you guys can see my wet hair.
Well, it's raining. It's the middle of winter.
It is.
This is a podcast. This isn't a modeling show.
I've never been on a modeling show.
I think that's our next project.
Okay.
I'm going to a trip with another podcast guest.
Okay.
And then we're going to...
Oh, so when are we going on a trip, Jeanette? Where are you taking me?
Hey, we said we're modeling.
Okay.
Every guest has...
In Aruba.
Uh-huh.
We're modeling in Aruba. Or I don't...
Is that a place?
I think so.
Where at?
Like South America?
South America.
We can go anywhere. I'd be fine with Niagara Falls.
Is that where the water falls? Niagara Falls?
Yeah, that's one of the waterfalls in the world.
Fuck it, yeah. Runway that.
Yeah. Oh!
Runway that.
Yeah. That would be cool.
Totally. That's in the books.
In the books. Niagara Falls modeling photos.
What was I going to do with the other podcast guest? Oh,
you were going on a trip.
No. Yeah, we talked about
Arizona?
We're going to Arizona in the summer. Oh, and then Jason brought up wanting to go to some haunted place in the...
Port Costa.
Yeah, in when?
Right next to Martinez.
When?
October.
In October.
Ooh.
Ghost hunting.
Yes. That was with the previous guest, right? Is that what we were going to do with him? Well, with him, he's a first guest to bring back a logo.
Okay.
So it's a pelican with that beanie on, and we're going to start doing shirts.
Oh, hell yeah. I actually just recently released my first merch.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have... Thank you. I don't... Sorry.
Are you hitting on my cameraman?
I am. He's my favorite lesbian.
This needs to stop. All right.
So I have this... This is like the original lighter. This is...
It's for me, right?
No. This one's mine.
What the fuck is it with guests coming on my show and not giving me a fucking present?
I mean, I might have something else in my pockets. Would you like a cigarette?
No, I don't smoke.
You're a good person. I should have brought you merch.
How does that... what? So you smoke, so you're not a good person?
It's not a... Yeah, but like... I don't know, Jeanette. I'm having an identity crisis. But anyways, this is not my official merch. If I had my official merch, I would give it to you.
It's mine now.
No, you really have to give that back, Jeanette.
Maybe after the show.
I've been to the psych ward too many times for you to steal my lighter in front of me. But you know what? It's fine, guys. It's fine. This is the last.
This is my show, you guys. Stop stealing my spotlight.
Okay, you're right. I'm sorry. What?
How does it make you feel that you have a lighter with you on it?
It makes me feel really good.
Accomplished, right?
Well, so last Christmas I ordered some lighter wraps for me and my friends so we could have custom lighters. And like every show I go to, I like show people and I'm like, oh look, it's my lighter.
Do you smoke like cigarettes? Weed, crack, cocaine? What do you smoke?
The first two.
Okay.
So
what kind of cigs you like?
Marlboro,
you know they're called fags in Europe?
Yeah. No. I hate crime.
Huh?
No. Marlboro Lights. I smoke
Marlboro Lights. Are they hundreds?
I used to smoke the hundreds. I do not anymore. But it's also like I'm Indian. I'm cheap, and the hundreds and the shorts are the same exact price.
Are they really?
They are, and it's so evil because like I should be smoking the hundreds, but I'm not.
Because they're longer.
Yeah, because I'm trying to be healthy. And
how the fuck are you trying to be healthy when you're already being unhealthy?
Back to the merch. so people were like, oh my god, Rhea, like I like this lighter, where can I buy it? I was like, you can't, it's mine, like unless you give me $1,000 and some head, you can't have it.
Except for now it's mine.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. So I was able to order like a soft launch of like 30 lighters. So it has my face. How much are you selling them for? So right now I'm selling them between $8 to $15 sliding scale. I know, it's $8?
You got me. 15 for a fucking lighter?
No, it just depends how much you like me, and so
not enough, clearly.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of my podcast.
Yeah, that's totally fine. Give me my lighter, I'll take it on the way back. But basically the lighter that's not the official one. It's my personal one.
And I still can't have it?
No, because I only have one. I gave you
my personally made beanie.
Do you not have another one sitting there right in that basket behind it?
Yeah, but
how much do you want?
$50.
$50.
And I'm just joking. Keep it on.
No, we're grinding.
Yeah.
We're grinding. You brought me on here to talk about my grind, and then you're like, you're charging too much.
For a cigarette lighter.
That's true.
$15 for that little thingy?
It's sliding scale. Whatever. It just means you can pay what you want between $8 and $15.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's not like... Yeah, so like people can choose what they want to pay. I want to eventually get the price down to $5 to $10 sliding scale, and I don't sell them. I sell them after shows, so people already are like, "Oh, we had fun watching."
Because it's a unique one. Like,
yeah.
Also, like you can make condoms too, like.
Yeah.
Condoms. I think maybe pens, but I mean pens are boring.
So like the thing is, most comics do stickers. And
but that's kind of boring, you know.
It's nice because like the cost per unit is cheap, but like no one remembers them.
Right.
Like not no one remembers them, but like you put a sticker somewhere, it gets scraped off.
Get some tits. Actually, with their face.
There's actually a really.
Because you like girls, so work with that.
There's actually a really amazing South
Asian. A fucking mic with some boobs on it. In your name.
You sound a little gay right now.
I'm working with what you're giving me.
I was just gonna say there's
I mean, it's better than a pussy. Buy a pussy mic with your name on it, sell it for merch.
One day.
I'm trying
and then I'll give you...
I love merchandise.
So this is like my first foray into it, and
I'm not a successful businesswoman. I have not made any money. I have given all my shit for free.
I'm sorry that I can't do that.
I shouldn't do that either.
You shouldn't.
But
I'll give you this hat back at the end.
No, fuck
you.
you.
Wash it.
No, keep it.
Are you sure? I feel like
it's my gift. I don't care about your fucking letter. I would have put it in the Hall of Fame, but since I have to pay you $15, then I guess
that's my personal one. I wouldn't sell it because
it's mine now. It's somewhere on my floor. Let it go. Moving on. Clearly, you don't like my boob and my pussy merchandise idea.
No, I was just trying to say that there's this comic named Shanti Charan who has boob stickers, and they're like with the Indian flag colors, and they're very nice.
Oh no! That's offensive.
She's Indian.
That's still offensive.
To who? To
me, because anytime you mess with any kind of like national like treasure like a flag or your culture, that's a no-no. That's where I draw the line. Whether it's whatever you're trying to represent, like I seen a Mexican flag with like LGBTQ on it. No, you just can't do that. In my opinion.
Yeah.
That's where I draw the line with things. I don't want the Mexican flag to be altered or the United States flag to be altered. I just, there's something about that I...
What about the Confederate flag?
Again, no altering of flags.
Okay.
Please. You can alter anything else, just not flags.
Yeah.
Don't alter flags.
What if it's just like the colors?
Color is fine, just not the flag, not the actual flag.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense.
I feel like you need to respect that.
Respect the flag.
Yeah, respect the flag. It's a matter of pride and glory. I wouldn't want that messed around with.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You get what I mean?
Yeah, I get you. I guess I will not give you the gift I had for you, which was a flag. I don't know where I was going with that joke. I wasn't fast enough. Which also, so bombing on stage is kind of like the worst feeling in the world.
Now, if you bring me anything, I'll put it in the wall.
I will bring you something next time. I apologize.
There'll be no next time.
That's okay. I'll sneak in.
Oh fuck, that's creepy. I was just telling the cameraman about a potential
The cameraman, his name is Jason.
Yeah, but maybe Jason doesn't want to be publicly known.
Oh.
And
sorry.
For his safety.
There are so many Jasons.
And for his safety.
Jason born.
Listen. I was telling him that I got a call from a 510 number about a month ago or so, and they were really creepy. Okay, so be concerned for my safety.
Yeah,
so don't make jokes about fucking stalking me, fucking coming to my home when I'm not here or when I'm sleeping, sniffing my hair. None of that. Okay, I totally understand. I hear you. I'm holding space. I will not do that again. I can mail you something to put on your Hall of Fame. Not. That was racist. Do you think because I'm brown, because I'm the Indian brown, because I'm the Al-Qaeda brown, that I know how to build a bomb? You mentioned a bomb earlier. When did I said bombing on stage? Like when you do comedy and no one's laughing, that means you're bombing. Yeah. That's not like a real bomb. Did that ever happen to you? Yes. How did you? I would fucking cry. Well, I don't cry on stage. I wouldn't give a fuck. I would have cried wherever the fuck I just. Well, you would have gotten booed off because that's really lame. To cry on stage? I guess to cry in comedy. Public, period. No, I think you can cry in public, but like if you're doing comedy and like your jokes aren't hitting, and you start crying, I think that's lame. I think you need to be strong if you want to be a comedian. And you need to be actually fucking funny. Which obviously, I don't know if I am yet. I don't know if I have Jeanette's seal of approval. And I don't think I'll ever get it, and that's okay. And that's something I have to deal with on my own. That's my own reckoning. Not being funny enough for Jeanette, but... You're bringing up the fact that I'm Mexican and my parents were never proud of me. So I automatically have to be like my parents, where I can't be proud of my children.
You're my mother now?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for matching my energy.
That's what I'm all about.
Yeah. So, am I not allowed to ask questions? Sorry, that was a question.
You can.
No, I was just gonna ask, like, going back to that, seeing ourselves represented in the industry, like, what's your dream project you want to make?
I just want to create. I
Yeah.
want to create a podcast. I want to create short films, feature films, Hollywood films.
Yeah.
I want to do it all, man. I want to fucking do a runway show with you and other fucking cool ass people.
Yeah.
Let's say we fucking did a runway in a fucking volcano, or we fucking went to Puerto Rico and we fucking met, I don't know, whoever Puerto Rican people are, famous people.
I think Camila.
You know?
Cabello. Yeah. So, like, actually, the thing that got me into comedy, I was doing a lot of intensive, like, writing programs with programs like Bay Area Video Coalition, Rickshaw Film Foundation.
Writing's hard.
Yeah, it is, and I was getting so many rejections, and, like, the film industry is so slow. Versus stand-up comedy, it's, like, instant reaction.
You know Jared Camacho?
Yes, I don't think I've met him, but yes,
He's a comedian.
yeah, he's like Livermore, I
Yeah,
think.
he's acted in a few of my short films.
Nice. He any good?
I don't know. I never watched his comedy.
I mean, as an actor,
As an actor, he's great.
he's great because you kept casting him.
Yeah,
That's good.
he's one of the people that I take very seriously.
Nice.
That I want to keep working with.
Yeah, and I think that's what I love about the Bay is there's so many awesome community
What do you
members.
do for a living?
This podcasts.
I'm deeply offended because earlier you said this wasn't art.
It's because I do it for a living, right? You're right. I'm sorry. I don't do much living. I work in education, which isn't great with my stand-up job. So they're kind of... So I work with kids who are young
Both
enough.
equal, no money.
Both equal little money. Yeah, and...
But then seeing the little smileys and getting that emotional connection with the little kids is pretty nice.
Yeah,
and then when you go to your night job as a stand-up comedian and then you get those people laughing at you or, you know, clowning on you.
Yeah.
You get a thicker skin and you're like, this is my fucking vibe. This is where I belong.
Yeah, and then I do some, like, gig work.
Can you fucking drink your Coke?
I'm really scared to burp on camera.
I don't care.
Okay.
This is my show.
This is Jeanette's show.
Drink the fucking Coke, you guys. Live a little. You know, you brought up not living.
No, I was just saying, like, I don't have a traditional 9 to 5. I do a lot of
No, I'm saying
things.
I don't live either, you know, like
I think you do live. You're making art.
You know,
We're making art. We are living. Sorry.
I am art.
Yeah.
And the other guest was like, I was telling him how I'm struggling, and then he says, "Girl, you like do what you want." I think that's pretty fucking successful.
Yeah.
I said, you got a fucking great point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
You showed me.
Podcast.
Yeah. Just not me, right?
No, I love you too. I'm just scared.
Of?
You not liking me.
I think we've gone beyond that point at this point.
Okay.
60 pills, coming out a lesbian, liking your silver hat over mine.
It's great.
Calling the podcast not art. I mean, do I need to keep going?
If you want, like, I'm here to listen.
And ask questions.
I
therapist who want me to sit down on the couch now?
I do like asking questions. Maybe.
Only if they result to something.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, ask me one question.
No,
you got one question to ask me. What is that question?
Well, now I don't know. I think, I don't know. What would you say is like the biggest barrier to being an artist in the Bay Area?
The fact that you mentioned Bay Area, because it's expensive as fuck. The biggest barrier is the gatekeepers, the friends and family that don't show love, the strangers that do show love, the competition amongst yourself, your friends, and the others. There's not enough love. There's too many haters.
Yeah.
I'd say that's amongst my biggest struggle.
Yeah. I can definitely relate to that. I think for me, what's been like good for me has been like tapping into community. So like I do some mentoring work with the Queer Women of Color Media Arts Project, and they do filmmaking work.
I think you're. What if you're not queer? Like, what if I want to hang out with you and I want you to mentor me? Do I have to be queer for you to mentor me? I feel like you're limiting yourself.
Well, that's just the name of the organization that pays me money to mentor.
I wouldn't pay you.
Yeah,
I wouldn't want to pay you. I wouldn't want to pay you to be my friend. That's not friendship.
Well, like the participants aren't paying me. It's
right,
like
they go
it's
to this
free.
place.
It's free for it's a nonprofit. It's free for them, but they pay the mentors to compensate.
Are you saying you have to be paid to like do nice things for people?
No, I just I think like if I'm working 4 days in a row, like 10, 12 hours a day, I do like being compensated and being in community. And if they have the budget and are offering to pay me, I'll take it. But like these are usually first-time filmmakers who have never made a film before, and in 4 days they learn to write, shoot, and edit a short film.
Shit, I don't even know how to edit.
Oh, editing's the word. I can't edit,
It's tedious.
Yeah, which is why I don't get paid for doing film, because I can't edit or shoot well. But yeah, so like I've been able to help like 3 first-time filmmakers make a short film in 4 days, and then another person who had already made films before I helped.
Have they filmed other stuff after the fact of this program? Or are you the reason why they stopped making films?
Well, if it's, I think it's really cool because like some of these people who come into the program are like in between the ages of like 30 to 60.
Goddamn.
And it's their first time.
That's a huge age gap.
Yeah. So they
60-year-old filmmaker?
For first time filmmaker, which is amazing because I think the biggest barrier
they're too slow.
The biggest barrier to access for filmmaking is like it's so expensive. Like if you don't go to film school, if you don't have the equipment, if you don't have the resources, and you're too busy grinding at other shit and like making a living, so many people don't get to make the film of their dreams or even get to pick up the camera. So I think for me it's like really special work to be like a space for people to like learn without that gatekeeping access of like, oh no, you have to go to film school, oh no. Like film is the most, neither did I.
And film,
go. Sorry.
I feel like there's a big gap between people that have gone to film and that have not gone to film school.
Yeah.
I feel like the people that have gone to film school like to think that they're better than the people that didn't go to film school.
I definitely feel a bit of that. I definitely have a chip on my shoulder around film school. Well, it depends on like the type of like
film school?
Yeah. I guess like how braggadocious they are about it. I don't think that's a word, but like braggy.
Okay, so you're a comedian.
Yeah, I do comedy.
You're a comedian. You're a teacher.
Yeah.
Educator.
Yeah. I was actually last summer in Oakland. I was working at a summer camp and I was teaching 5th and 6th grade girls how to make a film in 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. And that was very stressful. But it was fun. It was nice. But it was also...
Have you been on these 76-hour film, 48-hour film contests?
Yes. I think I've done 3 48-hour film festivals and 1 77-hour film festival.
Have you won?
I won a producer's award for one of them back in 2017, and our film also won Best Actor, which was nice, but I wasn't the actor, so it wasn't really like my award.
So we're going back. So comedian, educator. What else?
I used to do a lot of theater, improv. I just do things where I get on stage, and like, I like teaching. I like I was able...
Would you ever like do an actual like what the fuck is this called? Like courses, like YouTube courses where they have to buy them on like being a beginner filmmaker?
I don't think so for filmmaking. I don't think anyone should like learn from me.
From you.
I mean, I like on a YouTube course.
Mm-hmm.
I think like writing, I can definitely help with that, and like.
How did you know you were an like a creator? When did that first start for you?
I was 16 and I had just started community college and.
DVC, that's where I went. DVC, Diablo Valley College.
I went to West Valley College.
Oh, you're from.
I'm from South Bay. Yeah. Great.
You could have been a techie.
I couldn't. I could not.
No.
You
have any siblings?
I have an older brother. He's a techie.
He's a techie.
Yeah.
I feel techie comes with your culture.
Yeah, but I think it does come with the culture, but I think it also like hurts the culture because you have so many South Asian people or Indian people or whatever you like to call them and us.
You're my first Indian guest.
I think like fitting into those stereotypes is like hard because when I was younger I was like, oh, I need to get all straight A's, I need to be a doctor, go to...
I was gonna ask you, did your parents pressure you?
So I think because I was having such severe mental health issues at such a young age, they had to give up on their dream of like me being successful, I think. And I can't imagine how stressful it is for them.
Would you call yourself successful now? Are you close with your parents?
I live with them, so sometimes a little too close, but yeah, I would say we definitely have a better relationship.
Well, you're lucky to still have them.
Yeah, I am.
I don't have mine anymore.
I'm sorry.
Don't be.
I'm not sorry.
Yeah, good. Don't be.
I'm Rhea.
Drink your Coke.
I really don't know if like what Jeanette's thinking. If she likes me, if she hates me, if she's gonna block me on Facebook after this.
Definitely in the block list. Definitely in the block list.
It's fine. Yeah.
What's your scariest experience?
My scariest experience?
Either on set or in life.
Wow. Could it be talking to people?
Is there a specific instance?
I think for me, I generally go through life being scared, and the only time I feel not scared, I think, is when I'm on stage. But like before the show, I'm terrified. I'm anxious, and I don't want to talk to people.
I get terrified every time I shoot a podcast.
Yeah.
I get the nerves. Like I get a little scared.
Yeah.
It's normal.
Is that before, during, or after? Like all 3 times?
What do you mean?
Like when are you the most scared? Like, I guess what I'm saying is, like, I'm really scared before and I'm scared after, but when I'm on stage in that moment is the only time I feel like, oh, I'm not anxious.
I would say before and after.
Okay.
Like before I meet you and then after I meet you and see if you would fucking like the episode.
That I like the episode?
Yeah.
Oh, I like
You
it.
don't know yet. It hasn't even been finished. So you don't know if you like it or not.
I mean, I'm liking this experience right now because it's pushing me out of my comfort
It's a little rough.
zone.
It's a little rough.
I don't think there's anything wrong with being a little rough.
I mean, I wanted to walk out a couple times.
Well, this is your place.
I could still walk out.
You could.
But I'm not going to. Because in order for that to happen, you really have to piss me off, and you haven't pissed me off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because I didn't bring the flag. Sorry.
That just makes me uncomfortable.
Okay, you're right.
You're making me uncomfortable.
I apologize.
So you're scared to talk to people, or like?
Yeah, I have like severe anxiety, and people don't realize that because they're like, "Well, Rhea, you're always talking
It doesn't
about
make
your
sense
clitoris."
because you're a comedian.
Yeah,
Same as me.
you're a comedian.
No, I can be funny in situations, but I'm not funny enough to be stand up.
Well, you just have to write. That's the first.
No.
Okay.
No. I can act and I can be a comedian. Okay, give it up.
I also can't act, but I still like doing it.
I like watching people act. I like making films. I love being on set.
Yeah.
I love the whole process. But I can act for shit.
Yeah. When I was younger, I was like really trying to like pursue acting and stuff. And
but it's why the arts? Why not like healthcare or like I don't know, lawyer or a judge or something?
I like stories. I like storytelling. I like playing, and I think that's a lot like what acting is, what comedy is. It's all play. Yeah.
This podcast is play.
Yeah, we're playing. We're playing with each other.
Episode this whole time.
Yeah.
We're not ourselves. We're playing a character.
Okay. I'm playing Fez from That 70s Show. But I'm not playing him well.
Do you believe in aliens?
Like illegal ones. I'm sorry,
That's
guys.
fucking racist.
It's actually not.
Fucking racist.
You don't even know.
It's topical.
Just because I'm Mexican.
The Indians are getting raided too.
Are they really?
In South Bay, for sure.
There's too many of them. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. Just like Mexicans, it's too many of us.
No, I don't. I think there's not enough. I think
Everyone's over there having a heart attack.
I think we need more. More of everyone. I think. Yeah. I don't know. The state of the world is very scary and frustrating.
I want to hear about your first lesbian interaction. Like your first girl love.
I actually had my first kiss in the psych ward. It's not a joke, but I do joke about it on stage. But yeah, her name was Sade.
Sade. Hey, Sade.
Yeah.
Shorty.
Yeah. She was my roommate.
Are you making this shit up?
No. Her name, that was her
Shade.
name. I think it was like Sade or Shade. And then I think I had the little...
Make it a song, you know?
I don't sing. I don't have the musical talent. Once I was in a musical and they muted my mic during all the songs. Which is true. But at least I was important enough to get a mic. But basically this girl, she was my roommate in one of the wards. And she had a crush on the guy who lived in the room next door. So she was like, oh, do you want to practice making out? I was like, we didn't have anything else to do, you know? And I was like,
practice on a fucking pillow or your fucking hand or something.
I mean, I wanted to get kissed. So I was like, okay, let me go brush my teeth.
She brought up the idea.
Yeah, she brought it up.
Okay. And you were like, fuck it, I'm down.
I was like, yeah, but it didn't feel that great. Like, it was fine. It just wasn't, like,
as magical as...
Well, I think it's... I like having a connection with someone and, like, feeling good. Feeling like I know someone.
In the bed or...
Or just, like...
In person. Because those are two different things.
Well, can you know someone in bed if you don't know them in person?
Yeah. It's called one-night stands and hookers. And drugs.
Yeah.
So yes.
I guess I was thinking like physically, like in person. But you're talking like personality.
That's what I mean. Yeah. You can fuck somebody and not know who they are.
Yeah. I guess little Rhea didn't want that. She just wanted to kiss someone who liked her.
You're a girl's girl.
You're
a girl's girl.
I'm a lover girl, but I try really hard not to come across like that. I try really hard to be like, oh, I'm a bitch, I'm mean. But I really am. I love.
Yeah,
I love too much, and it sucks.
Feminine, like, not feminine, but like motherly, like, you know, all the good aspects of a female, like a woman. You know, like a mother, you know, like nurturing and stuff like that.
You think I'm nurturing?
Well, from the fucking 10 seconds I got it to sit with you.
Has this been 10 seconds? This feels like it's been, I'm going to say 43 minutes.
Yeah, well, you get the point. I don't know you enough, but you give it, I mean, you asked, Jeanette, do you like me? Jeanette, do you like me? Like 3 fucking times already. Like,
well, cause
somebody who's not nurturing, would they care if I like them?
I don't think that's nurturing. I think that comes from a place of insecurity in me. And because I'm so insecure, I feel like I have to provide. Otherwise...
Oh, now you're a man.
Well, I just have to contribute something to society or to, like, somebody else. Otherwise, why would they have me around? So I think, like, that's part, like, oh, if I can make people laugh, people will keep me around.
Well... I tried to make it a point when my brother was alive that he had value just because he existed.
Yeah.
And I think that stands for you too.
Thank you.
You have value just because you exist. And not everybody's trying to get something from you.
I really appreciate you saying that. And I also think, like, there's a difference between, like, knowing that logically and knowing that for other people and then actually believing it for yourself, which has been really hard for me.
The way that you might see me is not the same I see myself.
Yeah.
Like, I see myself probably the worst kind of way that a person can see themselves. And you're like, oh, Jeanette's such a beautiful person, you know?
I don't use those words, but...
Huh?
I'm just kidding. You are a beautiful person.
Fuck you.
I'm
walking off now.
No, it's no. You were letting your guard down, and I fucked it up, and I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I do that.
Asshole.
Yeah.
It's a defensive mechanism.
Yeah. Which yeah.
You know, I was told by a girl that I had the most beautiful face. I don't know if she meant that like romantically or if just a compliment. But I'm just like, the fuck do you mean I have the most beautiful face?
I think we're more similar, which is why we're having some friction, because it's hard when you get two people who...
Are you saying you have a strong personality?
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah. It's like...
I'm not controlling though.
I'm not a control... I'm a control freak, like, on...
In bed.
Wow, you're so funny. You should put that in your little skits. That's what people say to comedians. They're like,
it's fucking offensive.
It is, because we don't do skits. And even SNL, what they do, they're not skits, they're sketches.
Right. SNL's not even funny.
Yeah, there's a few. There's a few skits. I don't know.
I'm trying to bond with you, but I'm not succeeding.
What makes you...
I feel like you have your guard too high.
Yeah, I do. And I'm trying to lower it. Much like my blood sugar.
Keep drinking, Coke.
Thank you. This will be really good for lowering my blood sugar. I'm trying to I don't know how to let my guard down. I'm trying to learn.
Who hurt you?
I don't know.
Who hurt you?
I guess I hurt myself.
Are you an overthinker?
I'm an overthinker, yes. I think too much.
When's your birthday?
I'm a Gemini.
Gemini.
Yeah, May 24th.
Geminis. What can I
We're
tell
fake.
you about two-faced? I was going to say two-faced.
Yeah. I don't have a twin.
Two-faced.
Ate them in the womb. That's why I'm
She
fat.
keeps saying fake, you guys. She keeps saying fake.
That was very Italian.
I have a hard time with fakeness. I really fucking do. You ate your twin? What?
No, I was just making a joke because like Geminis are twins, and that's where Two-Face comes from because they're like.
But I think Geminis are still much safer than Cancers. I cannot stand Cancers. I'm a Capricorn.
Okay.
And Cancers are like my worst enemies.
I have been in love with a Cancer before.
They're sensitive as fuck. Really emotional.
It's so funny because my Cancer is very emotionally unavailable, but.
They tend to, so I'm out, like I'm gonna lush out, I'm gonna tell you how I feel out. Cancers are more in, they keep it all in until they can't, and then that's when it comes out, but they keep it all inside.
Yeah. I don't know much about Capricorns.
Don't. Stay the fuck away.
I feel like I'm not an astrology girl, but I know every time I like match with like a girl on Tinder or Bumble, I have to like go look up my birth chart.
Listen,
because she'll ask for it, and I have to screenshot it.
Sometimes
I text my friend like, "What's my big 3 again?"
My only advice, other than having to go to a show and watch you do stand up. We're not there yet, and I don't have any tickets to your fucking shows. Just come to my podcast empty-handed. Anyway, is don't make your sexuality be you. You know what I mean? Like being a lesbian is a part of you, but it's not who you are.
Yeah.
Just like being a comedian, like you're funny, but it's not you.
Yeah. Who am I?
You haven't told me.
Ria. My name is Ria.
An Indian woman lover from San Jose who does stand up and guides children to do filmmaking.
Yeah.
Is that the sum? Am I correct? Or am I missing something?
I don't know. I
have your lighter.
Yeah, I'm not gonna forget about that. Don't worry. That's. I like. Wow, I don't know. I like TV. I like watching sitcoms.
You mentioned that. Can you help me write a sitcom?
I would love to. I really want to make the sitcom.
I'm actually stuck writing about I want to do a mini series.
Okay.
And I wanted to make it about how there's three stories, and they're all like struggling with wanting something and can't be with that somebody. Wanting to be with somebody they can't be with.
Okay. Where's what's the...
That's just the start.
Oh, okay.
I haven't finished.
Flush it out.
Yeah.
That makes
I need
sense.
help with that.
I'm thinking. Yeah.
I know there has to be a conflict. I know. Maybe I can make the friend like secretly like be in love with the girl, and he finally confesses to his friend like, "Hey, I like your fucking chick. We've been banging for like 20 years, and you don't even fucking know."
So then would he be the one who's desiring somebody who doesn't want him? Or would the
No,
person
he would
who's
be
dating...
the one that his fucking friends are fucking cheating on him. I'm just kidding. I don't fucking know, but yeah, we could work on that.
Okay.
They don't need to know.
You're right.
They'll know.
Yeah. No.
They don't need to know.
This is intellectual property.
Yes.
Because we're intellectuals and we rent property. Do you know
we create property.
We create property. But yeah, I would love to make my full length sitcom one day, or make it as like a web series. But like,
is that what you've been working on?
I was working on it for like 3 years. And
that's too fucking long.
Yeah, I was working on it in a lot of like...
Surprisingly, the film that I just recorded, I've been working on for a year.
Nice.
And it's just a short film.
That's awesome, though.
No, it's terribly bad.
I mean, I think making it is part of...
This one is unique.
Yeah.
Overall, but normally my short films take about a month to 3 to write, do, and give it out to the public. This one's taking longer, but the quality, the story, so much better. I actually got to work with another writer, and yeah, it was pretty fucking well.
What, is it out yet? When's it?
The trailer is.
Okay.
Called Echoes of Betrayal.
Ooh, I like the name.
Echoes of Betrayal. No, they can't.
No.
I'll tell you after they can.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. But like...
Do you like sports?
I don't. I know.
No sports.
But
What's your favorite type
I like
of food?
board games.
I don't like board games.
Okay.
Take your favorite type of food. Don't say Indian. That's racist.
I like some good al pastor tacos.
Tacos are good.
I also...
There's a taco place near where I live.
Is it good?
From what I hear, there's also like a porn store right next to it too.
Corn?
Porn.
Oh.
Porn. Adult store.
Oh. I'm not old
dildos
enough.
And shit.
I'm a minor.
Who's into girls?
Okay, now we're veering. Now you're only seeing me as my sexuality, which you just like gave me advice about. But I was looking around and like yesterday about...
What the fuck?
I was looking around yesterday on Google Maps about like what food was nearby and what was good. And what do you recommend? I saw a Cuban place that I kind of want to try.
Cuban?
I like Cuban food. I like lots of... I love a good sandwich. What's your favorite food?
This is my podcast.
So I can't...
Questions.
Okay. My favorite color, I like red.
Coke?
Yeah. Thank you. I don't know. It feels like therapy because you're just asking me questions.
Yeah. But you're not saying much.
I feel like I'm saying a lot. But I guess I'm not, like, what, okay. So when I was younger, I was really, like, into acting, and,
Did you watch TV and that's how you knew you like acting, or how did you figure out you liked acting?
In middle school, I did theater and stuff.
Okay. They had courses?
Yeah, I was in a theater class, which was fun.
I only remember like theater in high school.
Okay.
Not in middle school. But yet I was a lost soul. Middle school, God.
Yeah. It was funny. Our theater teacher in middle school, I think he was just like a failed playwright.
That's what they typically are.
Yeah, so he would he would write his little plays and make us do them.
Oh, that's cute.
Which was, yeah.
Were you good? Like, were you top of the line?
No, I don't know. I guess, I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know.
I'll conclude with this question.
Wait, like, I have more to share about my acting. Do you want to hear?
I don't want to fucking hear it.
Okay, well, too bad. So
Are you gonna tell me anyway?
Yeah.
Fuck.
No, sorry. So I was transitioning from stage acting to film acting.
Is stage acting harder?
I thought you didn't want to hear. I think film
Say one more fucking thread and I'm leaving.
Is it a threat? I don't know. I don't think I've threatened anything. But I had this story of I got a self-tape for the pilot of Euphoria. And I sent it in and they called me in for a callback. And this was my first time like going to LA for an audition. I was like, oh my god, I'm such hot shit. I'm 18. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be famous. Mm-hmm. And I did so poorly in that casting room that it was laughable.
Yeah. But you went to LA. Who did you go with?
I went by myself.
By yourself?
Yeah.
You drove?
I flew.
You flew?
I flew.
By yourself to this LA
it was audition? Yeah.
How many judges or who was in this room?
I think there were 2 people in the room. There was one person who was running camera and was the reader, and then another person who was
and
just
this is your first time, like...
This is my first time in the room, because I had done self-tapes before, but to get a callback and for something as big as HBO, I was like, oh my god. But it was my first time, like, in the room with a real LA casting director.
How old were you again?
I think I was 18 or 19.
18, okay. And what made it so terrible?
So basically, it was 2 scenes. One of the scenes was like 2 pages and the other was like 9 pages. And usually when you go in for auditions, you don't do that much. Mm-hmm. So it was really big and I was really nervous. And
so did you read off like maybe like two lines, or how many lines would you say you read out?
So like I was supposed to do all 11 pages with them.
Oh god.
Because it was like for a lead. And because so basically the first scene ends with the line, "Fat girls give the best head." And I could tell, I was like, okay, I'm on page 2, I'm in the room, I'm losing this audience. And I was like, well, you know what they say, fat girls give the best head. And then I mimed sucking dick. And then they were like, thank you, that's enough. And I was like, I have 9 more pages. They did not want to see it. So that traumatized me.
So how many pages did you read out?
I did 2.
Oh, 2 pages, okay.
I did 2 pages.
Out of the 11?
Yeah, and they were like, okay, thank you. And I was like, okay.
That's how you fucked up?
Yeah, I don't know why it wasn't the right choice, but I was like, I'm losing them and I need to make a bold choice to keep them. And I didn't.
But you felt strong about that aggressiveness?
No, I think I was like, I don't know what to do. I'm flopping and I need to do something to make them remember me. And now
broke her fucking foot. Or your hand or something.
Fat girls give the best head. Handbrake? I don't know.
Yeah?
I guess. Next time.
Yeah?
There won't be next time. But that shame lives with me. Sorry for the tangent in the story. You did consent to hearing.
Do you think that experience built you?
I think, I don't, are we holding for sound? No? Okay. I think that experience made me realize how fucking hard it is to, like, be an actor and to, like, go through all these auditions and to, like, travel so far for like 30 seconds of someone's time.
And get a no.
And get like an immediate no. Like, not even like I don't know. I think
it's the fact that somebody else has that much power over your career.
Yeah, and I wasn't ready. And, like, even now, I don't have it in me to go do that. Because I feel like, same with, like, filming, like, submitting is part of the job. And I don't want to do that, which is why I like stand-up.
Submitting what?
Like, looking for representation, submitting yourself for gigs, finding management, that, like, a big part of taking classes, a big part of acting is not acting, it's marketing. Mm-hmm. And getting into the room.
Well, that's where you have a talent agent.
Yeah, but, like, even getting that agent is work.
Right. It's all work.
Yeah.
It all goes back to money.
I wish it didn't, but it does.
It does, yeah.
And that's what I was, like, film is so expensive and it's really difficult. But I would love, like, ideally would love to get funding for my pilot and shoot it. That would be awesome.
How many pages long is it?
It's like 30 pages. So.
And it's a pilot?
It's a pilot. I could adapt it to a web series, but I would definitely need...
And it's already written and you're ready to...
I am planning on submitting it to the Bay List by April. So I'm going through a few rounds of edits. Few rounds of edits right now. Maybe I can send it your way if you're down to give feedback or whatever.
It's called tearing it apart.
How much money do you need to make this happen? So are you saying you want to film this independently or you want it to be shot in the studio?
If I filmed it, and so, like, I've never been able to really pay people for their work on my own projects, which is why I feel like my filmmaking has, why my finished products aren't as good as I want them to be, because it's hard. It's hard doing a bunch of free filmmaking for, like, years.
I never do free filmmaking.
Yeah.
It's never been free. I always had to pay.
Yeah, so
somehow, some way.
Yeah, so, like,
Except that my good friends that are actors, they never charge me. But I still pay them because it's the right thing to do.
See, that's awesome. And I wish I could do that. So that's why, for me, a big thing has been, like, trying to, like, get funding through, like, grants and shit. But, like, that's... Yeah.
But you're smart because you don't put your finances in jeopardy to make a film like I do.
Yeah.
You play it safe. You play it smart.
Well, I, like, for, like, the first few films I did, I would email, like, 30 small businesses in San Jose, and I would be like, hey, I'm shooting a short student film with these people. If you have any discounted or free food that you can offer, we'd love, for Crafty, we would love to shout you out in the credits and, like, on our Instagram and stuff. And, like, out of those 30 emails, 2 people responded and we got some good shit, which was nice.
Yeah, it could be done. But it just takes work.
It takes work and it's not sustainable long term. Like, for me at 16, yeah, it was fine to do that. But I think me now, I'm like, okay, I need to go through other ways of fundraising.
To be a responsible adult and provide for yourself.
Yeah, and provide for others, especially if I want them to be invested in helping bring my story to life, which I think is really important. So ideally, I think 10K, 10 to 20K would be, 10K would be bare bones of paying, like, but yeah, I don't know. You have 10K, Jason?
I'm right back here, chilling.
Well,
but yeah.
Might not have 10K, but if you write a letter my way, who knows?
You just told me you financially kill yourself by supporting others that you don't have, and I don't want you to do that for.
I'm not gonna talk about my finances.
Okay.
That was in the past.
I
nearly lost my apartment because I had a film. I'm that devoted and dedicated, but thankfully life has turned around for me and I have a little bit more leverage over what I can do. So don't fucking judge me.
I'm not.
I'm very passionate about the arts.
I'm glad arts have saved my life. They saved so many lives.
Too. If I wasn't created, I wouldn't want to be alive. I would be dead. Seriously.
Yeah.
I would have no existence.
Art is really important.
Yes.
Our stories are important. Even if they're most important to us, that's okay.
That's what makes it more important.
Yeah.
That's what makes a difference.
Yeah.
When it's personal and people can relate to it. Or you could develop characters that they can confide in. Yeah. That's what makes a great story. Like Netflix, I know Netflix has a couple good shows that I fell in love with because I just love the characters.
Can I ask which shows?
No, okay. You may not.
I love talking about television. I like horror movies too.
Oh fuck yeah, they're the easiest to make too. My first short film was a horror film.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Send me the link.
Yeah, fuck you.
Okay.
So what's your grind? What are you working on?
Right. Is this a conclusion?
I'm trying to, yeah.
Okay.
If that's okay with you.
No, it's I just like knowing things because I'm a control freak who's trying not to be a control freak.
Do you want to control my next project?
No, I don't.
I need help.
Send me the script and we'll talk.
No, you have to help me write the script.
Oh yeah. Writing I like.
But you live in San Jose.
It's Google Docs. Like, what, you want to write next to me?
Yeah.
You want to look in my eyes while we're writing?
Fuck yeah, hold your hand.
No.
The whole experience.
So I have shows coming up this week, but it won't be posted this week. So I'm doing lots of stand-up.
Don't judge my cameraman. Maybe we could post this like right after you leave.
That has too much work. I just know how things...
You just said that this was an art.
That was like 40 minutes ago and I changed my mind. This is art. Because we are art. Anyways, I'm doing a lot of stand-up. I have a bunch of shows coming up. Hopefully
Are you in Concord?
I don't, but I have a bunch of Oakland shows. I have like 4 Oakland shows this month.
Not too far.
Yeah. I'll be in Oakland this Wednesday.
So do you get paid on these comedy shows?
Yes. Some. More. Right now I'm getting paid more times than not, but sometimes
you gotta make me a promise.
Okay. I'll give you free tickets.
No, I wasn't gonna ask that.
Okay.
You better wear the beanie.
Yes.
On all these shows coming up.
All
these shows.
What if my hair looks nice one day and I want to show
the
it
beanie
all?
on. Promise me you'll have my beanie on in your next 7 shows.
I can't promise you that.
Promise me that.
Jeanette, you told me earlier you don't like the F word, which isn't faggot or fuck. It's the other one. And
what is it?
F-A-K-E.
F-A-K.
Fake.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
She really doesn't like that word, and I don't want to make a promise that I can't keep. Even though you know...
Okay, maybe 7 times is too much. How about 2? Because I'm, second oldest, born on the 2nd. I think 2 times would be nice.
Yeah, I can wear this beanie.
And have somebody on the audience take a picture of it.
Okay.
At least on one of those.
I'm going to wear this Tuesday at Blue Lagoon in Santa Cruz for that show. and then maybe Comedy Oakland on March 1st.
So go and see if she keeps this promise.
Yeah. I'll send it to you if you don't block me. I'll send you the picture.
Why are you so insecure?
Because you said you'd block me.
What the fuck? Camera, did I say that?
It came up, yeah.
Hell no.
I love how you also followed me on Instagram and then I didn't immediately follow back and then you unfollowed me. It's okay.
I'm not even on Instagram.
Oh.
She's making this shit
maybe
up.
It's the
Fake. Fake. I actually have like 3
Instagram
accounts.
Yeah. Nice.
I'll follow you on all 3, don't worry.
No, I'm just giving you a hard time.
Did you stop recording without my consent?
No.
Oh, I was just gonna say hi. I'm Ria Kapoor. You can find my website riakapoor.com, my Instagram at Ria Kapoor.
Her OnlyFans at Ria Kapoor.
How do you know about that?
Subscribe. I've been watching you. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel and follow her. She's a little too much, but